The views and opinions expressed on this program are the views of the host and guests and not necessarily those of KTLV radio station. Any products endorsed on this program do not represent an endorsement by KTLV radio, its staff, or management.
Good morning, Oklahoma City, and welcome to the Clara Luper Show. In a moment, your host, Clara Luper.
Come on, Jesus. Come on, Jesus. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord.
Happy good morning to you wherever you are. This is the Clara Luper radio show, and today is a very special show. It's special because you are listening. This is the day. This is a day at a big garage sale at Freedom Center, 2609 North Martin Luther King. Now, if you want some old-fashioned gumbo, they call it Miss Merlin's gumbo, or if you want some CP's catfish, or you want some Maxine Stella's pies, or Regina Morris's cakes, or Rosetta Coleman. Oh, I could go on. It's up there. Not only that, you can see things that you have been dreaming about. You can see things that you have been dreaming about because it's a combination of exhibitors that are now at Freedom Center. That's at 2609 North Martin Luther King. And this portion of our program today is brought to you by Freedom Center, the home of the NAACP Youth Council. And you are cordially invited to come by today. You can't say you love me, baby, unless you prove it to me. And this is a month where you can prove love because this is a month of Valentine. And on Valentine, you can send flowers. And I can tell you where you can get some beautiful flowers. You talking about some arrangements. You talking about flowers for those you love. I want you to do me a favor. I want you to go to Black's Flowers, Black's Flower Company. Yes, it's a company, 8485 Northeast 23rd Street. I'll call 424-5715 and ask for flowers, corsages, bouquets. Oh, they have them. All at Black's at 8485 Northeast 23rd Street in Oklahoma City. Robert Gates is ready to cut your hair today, and you can go to 2609 North Martin Luther King A and get your hair cut, and then go on over and get you some catfish, do some shopping. Yes, this is Black History Month, and prove your love for blacks by supporting blacks. You can't say you love me and you don't support me. Hometown Groceries, 2001 Northeast 23rd Street in Oklahoma City. Open to 12 o'clock for your convenience. When you think of daycare, I want you to think big. Think of big things. Think of possibilities. Think about what your child can accomplish during those delicate years. Then you would have to think about Johnson Jardina's 1643 Northeast of 50th Street in Oklahoma City. That telephone number is 424-4656. Johnson Jardina's, the oldest daycare center in Northeast Oklahoma City. Mrs. Gloria Mathis and Mr. Paul Mathis are ready to take care of business with a well-trained professional staff. You need insurance? Try Allstate Insurance Company, 730 North Britton Road. The telephone number is 843-0811. Now, if you really need some insurance and you got to have it, then call Marilyn. You may call her at 843-0811, or you may come by Freedom Center today because she will be there. Now, you need insurance. Whether you like it or not, you need insurance, and you need an agent that will take care of you. You know, Marilyn is so excited about being your insurance agent. She will insure your automobiles, your boats, your yachts, your home. Lawn care insurance is what she is specialized in. So don't forget to go by today and talk to Marilyn, not only about gumbo, but about insurance. Today's program is going to be very exciting because I'm going to give you some information. When we think of black history, we think of black history, but that's not the whole story. Look at black history, invisible, and part of the stew pot. Given what I have as a race to make America a better place to live. Did you know we have at least 20 black mayors in the state of Oklahoma? I'm going to name them for you, and I'm going to see how you can keep up with me. Oh, let's go to Boley, Oklahoma. The mayor, the Honorable Joanne Matthews. How about Brooksville, Oklahoma? Did you know in Brooksville, Oklahoma, they've had a black mayor for 36 years? It's the Honorable Lee Oliver in the town of Brooksville. How about Clearview, Oklahoma? The mayor is the Honorable Tom Lucas. Langston, Oklahoma, the Honorable Jake Spencer. Meridian, Oklahoma, beautiful young lady, Anna B. Brooks. In Redbird, Oklahoma, the Honorable Eugene Osborne. In Rennisville, the Honorable Mildred Burkhalter. In OK, Oklahoma, Clarence Ashley, the mayor. Grayson, Oklahoma, Helen Joanne Fox. Tatum's, Oklahoma, Cecil Jones, the mayor. Lima, Oklahoma, Tammy Hills. Taft, Oklahoma, Essie McIntosh. How about that? Am I giving you some information that you didn't have? If I have, I'm going to give you some more because I want you to know. People say you aren't doing anything, that we aren't achieving anything. But I want you to know, that there are over 20 black mayors in the state of Oklahoma. Let's go to Tallahassee. Bernice Howe, the mayor. Let's go to Arcadia, the beautiful, talented Marilyn Morrell. How about Summit, Oklahoma? The Honorable Greg Smith. Spencer, Oklahoma. Marsha Jefferson, the mayor. How about Fort Coffee? Danae Burris. How about IXL? Joanne Partridge. How about Boynton, Oklahoma has a black mayor, Kenneth Collison. How about that? I want you to know your history. But we get so involved in talking about what's wrong until we don't look to see what's right. Let us remember that we have blacks. And the Soul Bazaar will be in Oklahoma City on April the 8th and 9th. And during that time, we are going to salute the black mayors. We are asking all of them to send us pictures because we want you to become acquainted with what we really have. Now let me see how smart you are. How many of you can call me and name 5 of those black mayors? Well, we have a political race that's going in Oklahoma City, and it's a hot one. That city council race in Ward 7. You would be surprised at the people that are running, and you're going to hear from them today. I'm expecting some of them to come out here, and I would like to tell you that Willa Johnson has told me to tell you that she's running again, and she wants your support. Now, that's what Willa say. Not only Willa, I told you about Mr. Smith last week. He says he wants your support. Will Osei Bandeli says he wants your support. Well, listen at them talk and see what you want to do after you hear from all of them. Then you make up your mind. On Saturday, February 26th, the Gospel World Music and Accessories Incorporated will host a book signing and a freehand artist showcase. You will have the opportunity to present your talent as you meet other talented artists. You will be able to promote and sell your books as well as purchase others. What you do, call Marilyn Mitchell at 672-2442 and be sure and tell her that you heard it on the Clara Luper radio show. Well, this week that's coming up is an exciting week. This is the week of Frederick Douglass's birthday. This is the week of Calvin Luper's birthday. And Calvin told me to tell all of you that his birthday is on February the 10th. Okay, I've done it. A telephone number out here is 672-1220. And remember, get ready for that good old catfish at Freedom Center, that good old gumbo, them good old cookies, cakes, pies. They got all kind of pies up there. And all you have to do is to go up there. Call me at 672-1220. And I want you to help our young people. They will have to represent Oklahoma at the regional in Austin, Texas, March 17th, 18th, and 19th. And you can help them by coming by and saying, I'm with you. we have the opportunity now to salute, and I want you to join me in saluting these mayors. I will have various ones on my radio show, all from now until April 8th and 9th. Well, it's Miss Black Oklahoma time in the state of Oklahoma, and it was kicked off last week at, guess where? The University of Central Oklahoma, where a lovely young lady, Miss Williams, was crowned Miss Black UCO. She will represent UCO at the state pageant, which will be June the 18th through the 25th. Now, tonight we have 3 pageants going for us. There will be Miss Black Oklahoma University at Oklahoma University in Norman, Oklahoma. Miss Cameron University in Lawton, Oklahoma. And Miss Black Muskogee in Miss Black Muskogee County in Muskogee, Oklahoma. Now, you have your choice. You can go to any one of them, and you can help to select those young ladies that will be coming to Oklahoma City. The Miss Black Oklahoma contestants will be worshiping this year at the Prospect Baptist Church. Now, it's quite interesting because the pastor there has once been an escort, been part of the movement, and now he's a pastor of the church and will be preaching, and we are going to hear a sermon. Those of you that would like to go with us, you're welcome if you can find a seat, but you're going to have to come early, and that's on June the 19th, 2005. This is Clara Luper inviting you to prove your love. And baby, to prove your love, you come by and get you some catfish, some gumbo, some cakes, some cookies. Buy some of the products that are at Freedom Center. And I'm expecting to hear from them. They should be calling me, telling me what's going on up there. Well, how many black males did you know before I told you today? Now, I've named over 20 today. And let's see, call me at 672-1220 and tell me just about how many you know that you can name in the town that they represented. Don't you mess up on my hometown. Now, where I graduated from, Grayson, Oklahoma, because Grayson has a black mayor. And it's a female. We do have some females that are mayors, and that's really good. I started to ask you how many, but I will not do that. I will let you call and name me 5. If you can call and name me 5 black mayors, I'm going to give you a prize that you'll be really proud of. Well, next week we will be celebrating birthdays. You know that Frederick Douglass was born on February the 10th, 1817. You know that. You know that Lincoln's birthday is February 12th, and that will be the birthday of the NAACP that was founded in 1909. Okay, did I give you some information about black history? I want you to know your black history. Know where you've been so you know where you have to go. This month we are hoping that there will be no crime committed this month. Now, we must take one day at a time. Do you know how to stay out of trouble? Yes, you know how to stay out of trouble. To stay out of trouble, all you have to do is to stay out of trouble. Very, very simple. And if you love black history, stay out of trouble. This is Clara.
Hi, Mrs. Luper. This is Cynthia Calloway.
Yes.
Thank you for the birthdays and letting us know that there are black men who are doing it. But I want to say today is my birthday.
Oh, today is your birthday.
Yes, February 5th is my birthday.
Oh,
so I'm
great.
among people like Frederick Douglass and Lincoln and Calvin Luper.
And Ben Tipton's birthday was on February the 10th. And one of my doctor's brother's birthday is on February the 10th.
Mm-hmm. And today's mine. So
good.
Today we're celebrating by having a garage sale down at the Freedom Center, and we want to invite everybody to come and help me celebrate my birthday.
Well, I'm sure they will be down and they will be helping you celebrate your birthday.
Hallelujah.
Happy birthday to you. And whatever you do, Calvin is on the line. And let me tell you one thing. I appreciate you calling. What I understand that Mrs. Roth is down there selling.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, and there's cakes and come on out. It's going to be 30 booths out there. So, and the day's supposed to be perfect for it. So come on out and help us celebrate.
Oh, wonderful. Well, thank you so very kindly for calling. Is my president there?
I'm not at
Shelton.
I'm not at the center yet, but
Okay. Okay, well, we'll be listening. I'll see you at the center, and happy birthday.
thank you.
Okay.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Calvin?
Mom, how are you doing on this beautiful Saturday morning?
Calvin, I'm just missing you.
Well, no need to miss me because I'm here at the Freedom Center at 2609 North Martin Luther King Avenue, where I'm looking at some of the most beautiful booths that you've seen, that you will have an opportunity to see. I see all types of little gifts that will make a very special contribution to your house, to your friend's home. But, you know, Mom, I have to start off the show by inviting my friends, inviting my neighbors to be a part of this, the Clara Luper Radio Show, where we're live and in beautiful living color in 2 different locations. There you are at the studio, and here we are here at the Freedom Center getting ready. Miss Maryland's Gumbo is here. I'm going to tell you more about it, but I'm waiting to see our president of the Oklahoma City Prize winning NAC Council. I look forward to him being on the show today. But right now, Mom, we're just getting it ready. We wanted to, some of us were ready at 8 o'clock like we promised. And, of course,
How about that catfish?
The catfish is here.
Okay.
But it'll be ready probably in the next 15 minutes. We're shooting for that. But the other shots are here. You just don't have to have the catfish. The gumbo is ready. We got some more cakes and things that are coming that are ready. But we have some beautiful things that I'm going to let the exhibitors talk to you gradually about that. But Mom, I'm so proud of Miss Calloway. I know she's beautiful, but I didn't realize that she was a beautiful person whose birthday was so close to the February the 10th. But that's the way it goes.
So close. It's on February the 10th.
No, hers is the 6th. Now mine is the 10th. Now I got her done, but that explains her beauty because she's close to February the 10th. So those of you who are listening now, call that friend, call that neighbor, invite them to be a part of this, the Clara Luper Radio Show, where we're having the most dynamic garage sale and food sale that you've ever seen. We want you to come by. I know you're going to be passing by Martin Luther King. We want you to stop. And you can blow your horn, but we'd rather for you to stop. But, Mom, I have a young man here that he's done a lot. He's been president of the ACP Youth Council now for 2 years. He's been the leader for the young people here. But you know him. I'll let you take it on from here. But it's none other than a good friend, a headache. But he's coming to be a dynamic leader, none other than Charles Shelton.
Charles, how are you this morning?
I'm doing fine, Miss Luper, and you?
Okay, I understand that you are having a big garage sale today.
Yes, we're having a big garage sale. Lots of vendors.
Well, what are you selling?
We are going to sell, well, first we're going to have a booth out there with NAACP, encouraging people to join the NAACP and to also make them aware of what's going on here at the Freedom Center, as well as selling pickles and hot dogs and various things of that sort.
Okay, now you are planning to go to Austin, and you've gone on trips, and a lot of people do not want their children to work in NAACP because they say we are too strict on our children. What do you think?
I don't think that the NAACP is too strict. I think the NAACP is what our youth need today. For instance, the way they dress. They don't pull up their pants. They need to pull up their pants. There's a lot of things that the NAACP does to help empower our youth to stay strong and to not turn in the wrong path. It makes you realize how valuable life really is being in the NAACP, because you get to see maybe not as bad discrimination as it was in the 60s, but you still get to see some discrimination and some facets of racism. So it makes you understand how to live your life as a black American.
As a leader of the NAACP Youth Council, you have a keen responsibility to inspire, to motivate, to mobilize your young people, and this is what you have done. Now, I heard that on last Monday night you were telling the young people how to conduct themselves on trips. Would you go over that with me?
Going to the regional convention or the national convention, there are set laws and regulations that you must follow. You must first be dressed properly. You must wear most everybody wears a casual wear. There are no jeans. You must be covered up completely. There's lights out at 11 o'clock. You must be in your room. There's curfew at 12. There's so many people there that you can honestly see and learn from. Everybody there is well-spoken, and nobody uses ain't, and there's so much that you have to learn there very quickly, or you will fall between all of it.
I understand that you have an AXO program. Tell me about that.
AXO is one of the greatest programs you could ever have. It gives you an opportunity to compete against other black Americans across the United States, which allows you to see that there are other blacks trying to compete in the world. And the only way to actually make it is to compete. And a lot of our black actresses and our black top people have come through AXO. Lawrence Fishburne, Morgan Freeman, all went through AXO, and now they are at the top of their game. They necessarily may not have went in drama or went into oratory, but they did something in AXO which prepared them to be able to speak on the spot and be able to speak in complete sentences.
I understand that there are over 5,000 people that participate in the AXO program. These are young people, and
Yes.
most of them are losers.
Yes. Every year there's only 3 winners from each category, and each category may have 360 people in it. 360 people in it. In my instance, I was in.
You're in what?
I was in vocal contemporary, and I was singing.
Yes.
And I had 360 people competing against me. I lost, but I didn't keep my head down long. I went back the next year, and I competed in vocal classical and vocal contemporary.
Did you lose?
Yes, ma'am, I lost.
And you didn't quit?
No, I didn't quit.
Why?
Because I learned a story from that said, don't give up. Stay strong. Keep your head up.
Are you going back this year?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you going back after losing 2 consecutive years?
You go until you win, or until you can't go anymore.
And do you learn by going?
Yes, you learn how to prepare. You learn what you need to work on for next year. You learn to analyze things a whole lot more.
Well, we are talking to young people all over this state, and I want you to tell me, I want you to tell them what they can do and why they should become involved, and what fields could they become involved in.
Well, first, I would encourage you to join the NAACP. All you have to do is come here to the Freedom Center, 2609 North Martin Luther King, or call the Freedom Center at 424-2024.
But something is wrong with that telephone because it's not ringing up there. So just tell the people to come on up there. Okay? What else?
And then also to get into AXO, come up here, join your schools. We'll be sending out information to all the schools across the metro area to get them active in it. You can join in whatever you want to be when you grow up, if you have that vision. If you want to be an architect, build something. If you want to be a scientist or any kind of a biologist or a physicist, you make a science project with physics. Or if you want mathematics, you join mathematics and you do a mathematics project. It's so much to do. So much to do.
So much to do. And you're proud to be doing it. Now, I understand that you're a student at John Marshall High School.
Yes.
And how are you doing in school?
This year I'm doing very, very well. Right now I'm holding a 4.2 average, and I'm taking all college prep courses.
Great. Well, be sure and tell them you're president of Oklahoma City NAACP Youth Council, and you have to be good.
I have to be good being the president of the NAACP Youth Council, and I'm also involved in the Progressive Baptist State Convention, Progressive Baptist Regional Convention, and National Convention, where I hold some offices there. I'm also in school where I'm the captain of our wrestling team, and I'm 26-6 this season, and I'm going for the goal at state this year.
I understand you're a wrestler, too.
Yes, very good wrestler.
Okay. Well, come on out. Tell people to come up there and meet you. They need to come up and get your autograph. Because it's not every day that you meet a young man with so much on the ball.
I would encourage you to come to 2609 North Martin Luther King, where we are having our fantastic, dynamic garage sale.
Are you the young man that played Dred Scott in the Dred Scott story?
Yes, I am.
What did you learn through that experience?
I learned that Dred Scott had a dream as much as Martin Luther King did, and he followed his dream, and he stayed with it. And it goes back to he never gave up. He stayed fast and unremovable, as the song would say. And it was a great, challenging experience.
Okay, well, we've gotten so many compliments about you. And you be sure and tell your parents that I'm sorry that they don't get all the compliments that I have about you.
All right.
Okay, thank you so very kindly.
All right, here's Calvin.
Okay, Calvin.
Mom, we're all sitting here. We're just extremely filled with pride because of the fact that Charles is doing so well, not only in the NACP youth as president, but there at John Marshall High School and also on the state level. But we have another exhibitor here, Mom.
Okay, who is that?
We have another exhibitor. Her booth is on the outside there. I'm waiting on her to get a little closer to me. She's slow, but she shows she has some beautiful things outside there that I know that when you come by, as you go east, no, you better not go east on Martin Luther King. When you go north or south on Martin Luther King, you will see some of the booths that are set up or setting up now. We're finishing, and I want to thank Mr. Gates and Lonnie over there at the service station for being receptive too. Because not only can you come to the Freedom Center and get you something good to eat, get some nice gifts, but then you can get your hair cut. Gates Barbershop, 2609 North Martin Luther King, and then Lonnie just happens to have a little bit of gas over there that might fill up your tank. But Mom, I'm going to let our next exhibitor introduce herself to you. Let her brag a little bit, because one thing about the NACP Youth Council and its advisors and the participants that we have something to brag about. So here we go. Hello. How are you doing, young lady?
I can't hear.
Miss Luper,
Yes.
good morning to you and the radio audience. My name is Phyllis Knuckles Watson. I'm so happy to be here. It's a new challenge, a new day. I want to challenge my classmates, class of 58, 59, 60, 61, and 62 to come on out. We need your help. Miss Luper, I am very proud of you.
Well, I'm glad you're proud of me. Prove it to me, honey.
And I love you.
Well, thank you.
Okay.
Well, I'm going to let you in on a secret. I love you, too. Okay.
So I want to ask these folks to come on out. Angela Munson, if you're around in town, come on down. I need to see you.
Well, they're at the Black Caucus breakfast. They will probably be by after breakfast.
Okay, fine.
Well, thank you so very kindly. Calvin, I'll get back with you because you got to sing happy birthday to Calvin.
Oh, definitely.
And I had a lady call me and say, Miss Lupe, I'm going to sing happy birthday to Calvin. And I can't sing. I know that's something interesting.
If she's passed audition, she can make it. But, Mom, we have some more exhibitors that I want to talk with, too. But I'm going to take a break here, and I'll get back in about 3 minutes.
Okay, then. Wait, Calvin, thank you so very kindly. And I would like to say happy birthday to you.
Oh, thank you, Mom. I appreciate it. You did a good job back then.
Okay.
Love
yeah,
you dearly.
thank you.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, Black history is a story of people. It's a long, unwinding story. Sometimes it's told in books, sometimes it's in pictures, and sometimes it's told by people that have made history. And I have two gentlemen here in the studio with me. I'll be back with them in just a minute. Hello?
Hello.
Yes.
Hello, Mrs. Luper.
Yes.
I am Lady Ruth Hunter, and I'm calling in to congratulate you on your program thus far. And I want to congratulate our president of the NAACP. I'm just so happy to have heard his voice on the radio this morning. And really and truly, we are having a fantastic show at 2609 Martin Luther King. So if you want to see what's going on up there, come on by, because you'll be surprised. It's one of the most fantastic shows that you have seen. So now what kind of show is it? Come by and see, because we will be looking for you. If it's something that you want to buy, you can do that. If it's something you want to eat, we can do that. So I don't know what all you will see when you come by 2609 North Martin Luther King to this wonderful show that we have going on now. And you know why I know it's wonderful? Because I'm part of it. And also, I want to congratulate him that he isn't a wrestler. I wonder where he is today, because I understand they are having a wrestling meet out at the fairground. That is, I had to take David early this morning out to the fairground to wrestle. Now, Miss Luper, you know I didn't want to get up that early, but I got him out there at 8 o'clock.
You have to get up early because in Hoffman and Grayson, we know that the early birds catch the worms.
And just like our president just said, you just keep on going and you don't stop. Because you lose one, don't stop, keep going. And the AXO program is an excellent program for all blacks that I know. Because I remember the first one, I believe the first one that I attended is better than 2,500 black young people participating in the AXO program. And you really need to participate in the AXO program because sometimes, you know, we think we are so good, nobody can beat us. But you go to that AXO program, you said, oh, my goodness, I thought I was good. I could go home and improve. So I want to thank.
I have in the audience a young man that I'm so proud of. Certainly he made history because he was one of the ones that took the first group of young people down to Cat's Drug Store on August 19, 1958. He had given his kids the best, and the best has come back to him. I told you about he was married to one woman for 70 years. And some of you can't stay married 7 days. And I'm not talking about myself. I'm talking about you. I'm not going to talk about myself. But he was married for 70 years. And he had a big celebration. And I've already told you about that, so I won't repeat it. Rather, I've invited him here today because he is part of the Black History Program at Fifth Street Baptist Church. And I want you to tell me about your day, Mr. Portwood Williams.
Thank you, Miss Luper. How shall I start off?
I don't know. You know. Anybody been married 70 years, you know how to start anything off.
You know, that's a long time. 70 years with the same woman, but it just go to prove that I had a good woman from the start. But I'll have to put that on God. I'll just have to. But Miss Luper, did you ever see such a crowd? I was shocked. I was surprised to see so many people. It was a cold day, a very cold day, and I wasn't looking for nothing like that. And when I walked in to see all of those cameras on me, well,
you are the master. That shouldn't have been a problem with you.
Well,
And I told you and Lucille what was wrong with you a long time ago. Y'all didn't have enough children because you had 4 of the most brilliant children that I've seen, and I went and told you need to have some more children. You told me that was not my business.
Miss Luper, didn't they go to bat for me?
They should have.
I've never seen any children like little children in my life. And my son, one of the greatest ever. Do you know none of my children would never give us 1 minute's trouble?
No, they couldn't because you would have torn them up.
Well, that's for sure. It's been said don't play with your children. But that's the only time I ever played in my life. All the rest of my life, they call me the hustler.
The hustler? What do you mean by hustler?
Well, I mean, going up
going
and down.
out and work. That's what you were
going up
doing.
and down alleys, picking up rags, brass, anything can help my mother.
It.
That's right.
And selling furniture.
That's right. That's true. That's true.
Now, tell me about your program at Fifth Street.
I'd like to see for everybody on the 20th of February, I want you to wear African clothes. I want to dress African. Now, you should see me. I want you to come and see me, but now I'm going to ask the pastor if I can walk down the aisles and see how many people just really dressed in African. I want this to be one of the greatest ever.
Okay. You want everybody that's members of Fifth Street Church and that's coming to Fifth Street to show their love for the native land, Africa, by wearing African clothes.
True.
Oh, true. That's true, right?
And Miss Luper, what should I say more about the African? I have some men I'd like to talk about.
Well, talk about them because you got to talk about them here because I have another distinguished guest here.
All right. I'd like to mention Chuck Jennings. That was with me 17 years and missed 3 days in 17 years.
That's a record. That's a record.
That's his real name is Edwin Jennings. And I wish you could. He was there the other night. He know you, and you would know him if you'd see him. But he was there the other night.
Sure, he was there. He had to be there. He and his lovely wife.
Right. True.
You made
And-
him.
Right, and now if you could see his home, I am so proud of it. Imagine 17 years and only 3 days. But I want to tell you about Melvin. Melvin now, oh, incidentally, Jennings has been with the post office for over 20 years. Over 20. Since he left, we closed down, he hasn't missed a day on his job.
That sure is a good record.
A good record. And I would like to speak of Melvin. Melvin Jackson. I got him right out of school at the age of 18, and he was with me for about 12 years. Never missed a day.
Oh, my gracious.
Not one day. And now he's a manager, a boss at GM.
Wonderful.
Then let me tell you about Melvin. Not Melvin, Raymond Jackson.
Okay.
I got the little mixed up. Raymond Jackson is the boss at GM. But Melvin is the head man at one of the greatest, biggest tire companies in Oklahoma City and in the state. He's the head engineerman. Melvin was with me I got him out of school at the age of 15. So, is that bragging?
You got something to brag about.
Well, thank you.
A lot of people don't have nothing to brag about, but you have something to brag about. Tell me about your grandson.
Oh, Kanye West. Oh, Miss Luper, I want you to read this. Would you read this for me? I want you to read this. Kanye West is now one of the biggest, as most of you know, which is my grandson. Now, Miss Luper's going to read this, and then I'm going to talk about Kanye West just a minute. He came here, well, as his mother did. He took everything out of my wife's kitchen and put everything in there, stainless steel. New, right.
Wait a minute, let me read this. This is from Kanye West. Thank you for giving me all the advice I needed to go into the real world and be successful. I love you, Grandpa.
It's a great feeling.
It's a great feeling.
Now, you saw him the other night when he was here, and he performed a little bit. And a good feeling. He's
on the front of Jets magazine for this week.
True.
This past week.
You know, the good feeling, Miss Luper, he said, I took after you. That was a great feeling.
Who wouldn't believe that? This is, now, 5th Street, Portwood Williams, who's been a member of 5th Street Church for how many years?
Over 75 years.
Well, he has asked you to dress in African clothes on the 20th. Now, on the 27th, I'm going to ask you to dress in either black or red. The black will represent black people, and the red will represent blood that has been shed to make this day possible. Bishop Hayes will be the guest speaker at 3 o'clock, and we are having Lucille Williams down home dinner. Oh my gracious, this is really exciting. Well, Mr. McCullen is all ready for everybody in the morning for breakfast. Be there at 7 o'clock. But let me turn toward one of the hottest races in Oklahoma City, which would be the councilman race in Ward 7. And I have here a young man who wants to represent you in Ward 7. What is your name, sir?
Well, my name is Will Osei Bandelli. Now, I'm known as Osei in the activist community for the past, since 1980, I've been in Oklahoma City. I went to OU after serving 9 years in the military, coming to Oklahoma in 1974. And I have made Oklahoma City my home. I love Oklahoma City, and I think I'll be here for the rest of my life, I'm sure.
All right, now you love Oklahoma City, and you're running for councilman?
Yes, I am.
Why are you running for councilman if you love Oklahoma City so?
Well, I've got to know the people. I've been involved in many organizations where you're able to see the different types of and the diversity of our people, you know, from the Muslims to the nationalist types, and also the regular progressive politicians as well as conservative. What I see in Oklahoma City, there's several things. One most striking is the fact that the Northeast Quadrant has not been keeping up economically with the rest of the city.
Are you accusing the councilwoman for that?
Well, let me just say this. There are things that have occurred on her watch that we would not be so proud of, and that is the fact that we lost Deep Deuce Number one, if you look over there, you'll see those high-rise apartments that are priced out of the market for regular African Americans. I understand they run up to $1,000 a month. Also, the maps for the MAPS project, the Metropolitan Area Project for Oklahoma City, it in fact left out interests that should have been funded by those taxes that African Americans also paid during that time. It was a 10-year period, and they have a showcase on the west side of town, downtown, and of course, yeah, we can all use those facilities and enjoy the Bricktown Canal and so forth and so on. But I believe that our two representatives on the council, on the committee, the MAPS committee, should have been able to get more out of the MAPS taxes for African Americans and for the residents of Ward 7 than they did.
Okay, now what are you going to do if you are elected?
Well, I definitely, when I'm there, I'm going to definitely not back down. We know there's negotiation. We know there's compromise. However, I'm going to fight to make sure that our interests in Ward 7 are not subordinated, ignored, or neglected in any way. They will always be on the table. I'm also going to make sure that Ward 7 does benefit.
You're going to make sure of that.
Yes.
Okay.
It'll be the first and foremost in my mind.
Now, I understand that there's a committee that's been organized called the Committee for Progress. Tell me about that committee.
Well, the Committee for Progress in Ward 7 is actually my campaign organization. That's the name of the campaign.
Oh, you got an organization. You're already organized.
Yes. It's the campaign organization, and what we are about, like I said, is for progress in Ward 7. And there are several issues: the economic issue, the idea of dysfunctional families being improved, and so forth. The idea of equity and funding for education, quality education in our neighborhood schools, and so forth and so on. And of course, historical preservation of those symbols of our community that are not already on the historical list of historical places. For example, Calvary Baptist Church.
There's no more Calvary Baptist Church.
That's true.
Because a young minister came in and changed the name of that church.
They sure did. And if any way that we can recover that church, I would be supporting that. In any way, if we can go back and buy that church or some other way to get it established as a historical place for the civil rights movement.
It's already on the historical agenda all over this country, and that's how it got funded to put all those windows and things back in. Okay, now you're going to do so much when you get to be the councilman. Are you a married man?
Well, yes, I am. My wife, Jermaine, she supports me wholeheartedly.
Are you sure she's supporting you?
I am very sure of that.
What makes you so sure?
Well, she's there. She's working hard every day.
For you?
Doing the things that I need to do for the campaign. She also shares my philosophy about support, about the African American community. We are definitely...
You're a team. How long have you been married?
Well,
Will you make it to 70 years? Don't answer that. This is Clara Luper. Hello? Hello?
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is Coco Thomas, your fantastic reporter. Pages, sign up. The Miss Black Oklahoma City pageant is coming up, and don't forget to sign up for the Miss Black Oklahoma City pageant. That will be March 5th, 2005. Also, the NAACP Youth Council meetings are every Monday night at 7 o'clock, and I know I will see you all out in Radio Land there. This is Coco Thomas, your fantastic reporter.
Okay, I'll see you at Freedom Center.
Today?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, well, thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, don't forget this portion of our program is brought to you by a young man who says that he's going to be your next councilman. Are you saying that?
I am. I definitely am saying that.
Okay, well, somebody else got something to say. Hello?
Hi, this is Marilyn Hildred, and I'm calling from Freedom Center. I want all of my friends and all your radio listening audience, my customers, to stop by Freedom Center because we have things up here you wouldn't believe. All kind of little trickeries, all kind of little black art and books by black authors, and I tell you, Mary Boone is here, and the gumbo is ready for the Super Bowl. Come by and get your gumbo now, so you can sit back and relax tomorrow and eat plenty of gumbo and shrimp on the stick. And also, I something you don't know. C.P. Wilson is here, friend, at C.P.'s Catfish. Here, and here's Calvin.
Yes, here I am, Mom. You hear me rolling? You hear me rolling, bragging on that gumbo?
Yeah. Well,
And it's a fact. There's about 3 people in here right now that have taken the time out to start eating that gumbo. You wouldn't believe it. They just smiling that gumbo smile. You know, that's a very special smile. But then you need to come here. I know we're running tight on time. I was waiting on Miss Boone to get close. I was waiting on Sister Ralph to get close and let them tell you a little bit about what they got. Here's Miss Boone right now. Hello.
Miss Boone, tell me quickly.
Hello, Miss Luper. This is Mary Boone.
Yes, Mary Boone.
Oh, I have a display of Stanley Home products in full of brush up here at the Freedom Center. We want everyone to come on down. We just have lots of things for personal use and all for the home.
About how many friends you have you think will come by?
Oh, well, I'm sure that about 50 friends should come by here.
But you haven't seen nothing. You see my friends. They're going to be coming by. And they're going to be eating catfish, too. I had one friend come by this morning and say, I can't buy no catfish.
Oh, well, you just can't leave without getting you some good gumbo and some catfish.
And some cakes and pies.
Delicious.
Well, thank you.
Well, I'm not going to take up too much time. I got some more ladies here.
Okay.
Thank you.
Miss Boone's so modest. She don't want to brag on what all she has here and the good things.
Okay, who else, Calvin?
Come on, hurry up. I know we got some. We got Miss Black Oklahoma's mother is here. Hello, Miss Robinson. Just a minute.
Hello?
Good morning, Miss Luper.
Good morning, Miss Roberts.
How are you doing?
Fine. You need some catfish.
Yes,
Catfish will make Bruce jump up and sing.
Oh, yes. Now, I have food here. I've got Valentine baskets for the children, adults. I have little black figurines. I have books for black authors. So everyone need to come out in Radio Land that's listening and come on by and, just help support us. And we're looking forward to having a big crowd out here today.
Okay, then. Well, I'll be up there. You need some catfish and some gumbo and some cakes and some pies and some figurines.
Well, the cakes and pies and things will be here. Mom, one more and then we'll get on with it. Okay, just a minute.
Good morning, Mrs. Luper.
Good morning.
This is your administrative assistant, Rhoda Ross.
Yes, Rhoda, I appreciate you.
We are having a lovely ball over here today. I have my booth set up, and I have so many enjoyable friends that have come by. I'll give you a sample of what I have. I have Tootsie Pops, Blow Pops, Cinnamon Pops, hot and spicy dill pickles, jumbo pickles, chips, cookies, black beans, and a lot of school supplies. So I am challenging all of the Oklahoma City Public School people, especially my principal and staff at Edwards Elementary School, to come out and help us. We are a family here. We are a dream team at the Freedom Center.
Okay, then. Well, we'll see you at the Freedom Center, and thank you so very kindly. Those of you that want to be a part of Miss Black Oklahoma, you can come by and sign up today, because I'll be meeting with the entire cast of the Miss Black Oklahoma on Wednesday at 5:30 at the Bricktown Central Hotel. Let this young man speak again. Say whatever you want to say to our people.
Well, hello, Oklahoma City out here. I just want to say that I'm glad to be here speaking on these issues at this time when there are several people out there competing for the Silver City Council Ward 7 seat. I just want to say that we need to, I want to really emphasize the importance of the citizens in helping to develop the Ward 7 Northeast Quadrant. When you have any ideas what you really need to do, I'm not to tell you what to do, but I'm just saying we all need to sort of look to each other for the support and networking that needs to be done in order to form, say, cooperative economic groups such as venture capitalists groups, such as partnership.
Well, you'll be back next week to finish telling
Yes, I am.
But in the meantime, the Redeemer Missionary Baptist Church presenting the Redeem radio team in a red and white banquet on the 24th of February. Be sure and support them. Portwood,
Okay.
I know people are going to be supporting you. Calvin, I know you are raring to go.
I am raring to go, and I know that
Y'all fix me some catfish.
we
I
got
need some-
catfish
okay.
working. It's not only for you, but it's for the entire
Okay,
Oklahoma
you
City
see how many.
community. But Mom,
Let's
you
have
know,
a
this
friends
is,
contest. I believe my friends will come by there, and all y'all's put together.
and
when you go by,
always
just tell
bragging.
who
That's
you're
why you're head
representing.
advisor.
Sure,
you got
I
bragging
brag.
rights.
I'm from Hoffman, Oklahoma.
You got well, do they
Graduating from Grayson High School in
they
the
have-
top 5 of my class. However, there were only 5 in my class.
They haven't gotten a stop sign in Grayson yet, so I guess they need 5 more graduates. But Mom, this is a special weekend because of the fact that on the 10th of February is a very special day. I would declare it a holiday, but it's just me, so I'm going to go along with Miss Cynthia Calloway, whose birthday is today. And I'm going along with Brother Palmer, Deacon Palmer, whose birthday is February the 12th. But on the 10th, this song goes out to an intelligent, a handsome, dynamic young man, none other than myself. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Cynthia. Happy birthday, Mr. Palmer. Happy birthday, Calvin. And may you, happy birthday, Corbin. Happy birthday to you, and may you, have many more.
I hope that tune is not running down the street, Calvin.
Hey, Mom.
Okay, the
February
final
10th,
word.
special day. February 6th, very special. Invite you to come to the Freedom Center.
Okay.
All right.
Yes, I want to make sure this is a candidate, Will Bandel again. Just make sure that you all come out and vote on March 1st and vote.
I thought it was March 5th.
March 1st is the primary.
March 1st.
And April 5th would be the runoff.
Okay.
Come on out and vote and support your candidate that will represent your interests.
And I'm inviting all of the candidates to come on out. I want to have every candidate on this program. Mr. Smith will be here next week. Mrs. Willa Johnson will be here next week. They all got to come out. And then I want you, the most intelligent audience in this country, to decide. Portwood, thank you for being here. And I'm going to get my afro ready. And my executive assistant, Mrs. Rhodey Roth will be there because she can wear those African clothes like nobody else. Well, this is Clara Luper saying, I'll see you at Freedom Center, and if you love me, baby, come on up to Freedom Center. And don't forget, if you're going to buy a car, be sure and buy it from Vance. And ask for Rodale, who can sell you a car that will run. Bye-bye. I do love you.
And we'd like to thank each and every one of you for tuning in to the Clara Luper Show. Join Sister Clara Luper here each and every Saturday from 9 until 10. And until next Saturday, may God bless you.
And the views and opinions expressed on the preceding program were not necessarily those of AM Radio 1220 KTLV.